Hi, and welcome to YogaLion. I'm Caroline, and today I'm excited to bring you a restorative Yin style flow. Now, in a regular Yin class, we would hold the poses for 5 or 6 minutes, or sometimes even longer, but in this class, we're going to hold for just 2 to 3 minutes on each pose. The entire flow will take place on our backs, on the mat, and we're going to focus here on opening through the heart, some twists through the spine, and then opening through the hips as well. Equipment that you'll definitely need here is a blanket or something else like a thick towel that you can roll and fold and use during our practice. Other than that, grab something comfortable to wear, and when you're ready, come meet me on the mat. For our first position, we're going to take our blanket and unfold it. Then start to roll it tightly, the entire length of the blanket, so you have a tight and long blanket roll. And for this first position, place your blanket roll across the middle of your mat. Lie down on your back, positioning yourself so that the blanket roll is just below your shoulders, and therefore supporting a gentle opening through the chest. If you're wearing a bra, it should be around where your bra strap is. Your arms will relax out wide into a T shape and rest on the ground just above the blanket roll. Your legs can be either straight or slightly bent, whichever is more comfortable. And relax your feet and ankles. We're opening here through the heart chakra. So try to visualize the color green as you focus your breath into your heart space. As you inhale, relax your shoulders and breathe in a feeling of contentment. And as you exhale, soften through the muscles of your face and release any feelings of tension you might be holding on to. And focus on your breath as you continue at your own pace. On your next exhale, bring your hands to your blanket roll and gently lift your hips as you move the blanket down to your mid-back. Then lower your hips back down to engage here in a gentle back bend. The blanket should be beneath right where your navel is. Bring your arms back out wide and allow your legs to continue to rest wherever is the most comfortable option for you. And your focus here can be around your navel or on your solar plexus chakra. Try to visualize the color yellow as you focus your breath right into your belly. As you inhale, allow your breath to radiate through your center and to spread warmth throughout your entire body. And as you exhale, allow a cleansing feeling to come over you as you release here any thoughts that no longer serve you right now. And relax here, breathing at your own pace. On your next exhale, bring your hands again to your blanket roll as you lift your hips up once more and move your blanket down to support your lower back. The blanket should be here underneath your sacrum, so just below your lumbar spine. Lower your hips back down to support a gentle opening here through your hip flexors. Your focus here is on your sacral chakra. Try to visualize the color orange as you focus your breath directly into your hips. As you inhale, invite a feeling of openness to the front of your hips. And with your exhales, bring a softness to this stretch through your iliopsoas muscles. So your hip flexors right in the front. Continue breathing softly at your own pace. On your next exhale, begin to bend your knees and plant your feet here on the mat. Lift your hips to a gentle bridge position in order to remove the blanket roll, and then lower yourself back down onto the mat. Bring your knees to your chest and gently rock from side to side, massaging your low back into the mat. And feel free to also nod your head from side to side. Notice the sensations throughout your entire spine after this gentle opening. And we'll start to set up for our next pose. So when you're ready, roll up to a seat in order to take your blanket and unroll it. Instead, we'll fold it in half and then in half once more so that it's a small rectangle. And then set your blanket off to the middle left side of the mat. Come to lie down on your back and lift your knees into the air. And keeping both knees together, bring them to the left side of the mat directly onto your folded blanket for a supported twist. So for support in the twist, you can rest your knees on top of the blanket or also place the blanket directly between your knees, whichever is more comfortable. To deepen the twist, you can place the folded blanket directly on top of both knees together for an added gentle weight. Wherever you choose here, bring your arms back out to a wide T shape and then turn your head, if it's comfortable, over to the right side. And here in this twist, aim to keep both shoulders grounded on the floor. As you breathe in and out here, focus on lengthening through your breaths. In twists, your breath may tend to come more shallowly and not as deep. But here, try to focus on elongating and lengthening your inhales and expanding through your rib cage as you take in as much air as possible. As you exhale, then focus on keeping your shoulders relaxed and your upper body grounded into the mat. And breathe deeply here at your own pace. On your next exhale, turn your head back to gaze up at the ceiling and use your left hand to move your blanket off to the side. Hug your knees to your chest for a quick transition as we prepare for the other side. And when you're ready, bring your folded blanket off to the right side of the mat. Lie down on your back and bring your knees up and over together onto your blanket. Once again, for more support in your twist, you can rest your knees on top of the blanket or even place the blanket between your knees, whichever feels better for you. If you want a more deep version of this pose for a gentle deepening, place your folded blanket on top of both of your knees for an added gentle weight. Your arms come back out to a wide T shape, and then turn your head this time to the left side if it feels good. And still aim to keep both shoulders grounded on the floor. Continue here to focus on lengthening through your breath. And as you breathe in, count silently and slowly to 4. At the top of your breath, pause briefly and notice a moment of pure stillness before you begin your exhale, again to a slow count of 4. At the bottom of your exhale, pause again and notice all the points of contact between your body and the mat. And try to continue this slow breathing at your own pace. On your next exhale, again turn your head to gaze back up at the ceiling and use your right hand to move your blanket off to the side. Hug your knees to your chest and with one hand on each knees, draw big circles through your hips, out wide and back in. Gently stretch through your hips and massage your low back into the mat. Draw circles in one direction and then the other direction. Give yourself a big hug. And we'll set up for our next pose. Here, roll up to a seat in order to unfold your blanket. And then we'll fold it one time on the longest edge so you have a very long, thin rectangle. Come down onto your back and bring your feet together with your knees out wide for a reclined butterfly pose. For a gentler variation here, you can place your blanket underneath your head as a pillow or underneath your feet to lift them up a bit. But for a deeper and more grounding variation of this pose, go ahead and drape your long blanket across your hips and both knees. So this adds a gentle weight to encourage opening through the hips. Bring your left hand to rest on your belly and your right hand to rest over your heart. Focus your breath here toward your hips and the base of your spine. Visualize the color red as you breathe in a sense of relaxing patience. And exhale any sense of insecurity you may be holding on to. You are right here now in this space, which is exactly where you're supposed to be. Bring all of your attention to your slow and methodic breathing. On your next exhale, bring your hands down to your blanket and start to move it off to the side. Bring your hands to the backs of each knee and gently bring them together. And step your feet wide on the mat and begin to windshield wiper your knees from side to side, as you also can nod your head side to side and releasing through any stiffness here. And when you feel ready, roll yourself up to a seat and go ahead and unfold your blanket. And then we'll fold it in half one time the other way so that it has a large rectangle. Place the blanket at the top of your mat. It'll be used as a pillow for your head. Come down to lying on your left side with your knees bent, your left elbow bent, and your left hand supporting your head as if you were relaxing here on the couch. You can keep your head supported or extend your left arm long and allow your head to rest on your bicep instead. Straighten your top right leg and extend it forward. Then keeping your bottom left leg bent at the knee, slide it back and catch your right foot with your right hand. If your hand cannot grab your foot, don't worry. Bring it back as far as you can and allow your right hand to reach for the air instead. You can stay on your side, or to deepen the twist, bring your right shoulder down toward the mat until you're lying on your back and gazing toward the ceiling. Use your breath here to focus on relaxing and softening through your upper body. Notice any tension that you're holding on to throughout your forehead, behind your eyes, or through a clenched jaw. And then use your exhales to soften all of the lines of your face. Relax your eyes in their sockets, and even create space between your teeth. Focus on breathing here at your own pace. On your next exhale, begin to release your right foot. And slowly come back to lying on your left side. You can roll back onto your back and hug your knees to your chest to set up for the other side. Roll onto your right side with your knees bent, and again your right elbow bent. You can use your right hand to support your head, or you can keep your head supported or also extend that right arm long and allow your head to rest on your bicep. Straighten that top left leg and extend it forward. And keeping your bottom right leg bent at the knee, slide it back and catch your left foot with your left hand. Again, if you can't reach your foot, don't worry. Bring it as close as you can and then allow yourself to simply relax as much as possible in this position. You can stay on your side or deepen the twist by bringing your left shoulder down toward the mat until you are lying completely on your back and gazing toward the ceiling. If you are lying on your back, relax through your shoulders. Inhale into your heart space, using your intercostal muscles of the rib cage to create as much space here as possible. And as you exhale, soften your shoulders and upper back down into the mat. Settle into a natural rhythm here of your breath. On your next exhale, release your left foot and slowly come back to lying on your right side. Bring your knees into your chest again. And here start to draw circles with your knees together, both clockwise and also counterclockwise. Just noticing sensation throughout your spine and especially massaging your lower back into the mat. And give yourself here a big hug. You can tuck your chin and nose up and curl into a small ball. And then exhale to release. And we'll set up here for Savasana. And you can keep using your blanket as a pillow or unfold it completely and use it to cover up as we prepare for our final resting position. Make yourself as cozy as possible here. You can extend your legs out long, letting your heels come out to the corners of your mat and allowing your toes to relax out wide. And bring your arms down and let them rest in any comfortable position. Take up as much space here as you like. And during your Savasana, direct your attention inward. Bring your awareness to any areas that may still be holding on to tension. As you breathe in, visualize a white light enveloping an area of tension. And as you breathe out, exhale away this light along with any trace of pain or stiffness. Allow this white light to travel around to various parts of your body and eliminate any areas of tension or discomfort for you. Continuing to breathe in and out as you visualize this light moving throughout your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Start to invite small movements by nodding your head gently from side to side. Wiggle your fingers and toes and flex through your wrists and ankles. Reach your arms up overhead and extend your legs out long. And take a deep breath here in your full body stretch. Step your feet onto the mat. And take your time, move your blanket to the side and roll over onto your left side. And press yourself up to a comfortable seat. And on an inhale, send your arms out wide and up. And then exhale your palms together to your third eye. May you always see your inner courage. Move hands to lips. May you always speak your strengths. And move hands to heart. May you always keep joy in your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.